I've learned so much in this hospital because there's a lot of parts to running a hospital that I never knew about. And in this experience, I've learned that it takes a village to do anything. People have to love what they're doing to stay in this job, and people at Scottish Rite love their job, otherwise they wouldn't be here. And that's helped me realize that if I'm going to go into this career and I want to make this big move, that I have to love what I do. I have learned that left to my own devices, I get really panicky. Sometimes if I'm just left on my own to finish a task, I feel like there's so much weight and I can't get it done on time, and I panic. But I realized that, this is a job where I grow, and especially at Scottish Rite, they just want to help you grow and they want to see where you're going in life. And it's just really grounding to know that, I don't have to be perfect. They don't expect me to fail, but they expect me to mess up and still try again. Hopefully, I see myself at UC Berkeley studying in med school, because I really want to become an ER doctor and be life-changing for the world. My first day was really hectic. I woke up super early, and my dad, being the genius he decided to leave with me, so we could navigate the trains together, because I had never been on one. Let's just say we were supposed to get off at a different stop, and when we got off, we basically walked like 3 blocks away from where we actually were supposed to be, and I missed my bus, and I came this close to being late. But thankfully, we talked to a few DART operators, and they helped us out a lot, because it was really embarrassing. And plus, my dad made like a big scene at the door about me reaching a new life and all this extra. It was a lot of fun, though. Not all professional work environments are, emotionless. There's a lot of passion that goes into people in their professional jobs. It's not just like a bunch of robots walking around and doing tasks. Like, people actually care, and just because you're being professional doesn't mean you can't have feelings or you can't express yourself. My commute has been pretty hectic. I've had to change stops several times because I just need to figure out what was best for me. Not every stop is the safest, and so experimenting sometimes when I get to work is a lot better, and it makes me feel better about getting to work on time and interacting with people, because riding public transit has made me less scared of people, because I realize they're just like me. They're just trying to go to work, they're just trying to go home, and if you just keep up with yourself, it's a lot easier to get around. A few months ago, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Like, I knew there was a bunch of companies, but I didn't understand what it meant by job fair. And a lot of the training was repetitive, and it did repeat a lot of important parts, which stuck with me. So I guess it was good as repetitive. The job fair was really scary. It was a lot of companies, a lot of people, and long lines. But what helped me the most was just remembering that if you be yourself, and people are going to see you walk around the room, they're going to notice that, you're looking avidly at that table. They're going to realize, like, wow, she really wants to come over here. I'll try to get through these interviews. And they just want to help you. Everyone that was there just wanted to give you critique on how you answered questions, on what your interview was like. And it was really helpful, because when you went to the next table, you can implement those things, and you just become greater and greater at interviews and talking to people, and it becomes more comfortable. I got to sit down and talk to my current supervisor, Catherine, and she was really great. And from there, I just felt like it was just where I wanted to be. And when I got that letter, I was so excited. I cried. My dad thought I was really cheesy, but I cried. I was just so happy, because it's what I wanted to do. So on like a scale of 1 to 100, I would give myself a solid 75. I think I've done a lot of things great this week, but of course there's room for improvements wherever. Sometimes I notice that I'm lacking in conversation, or sometimes I realize that my facial expressions aren't as nice as they should be. Like, sometimes I notice that I'm like looking at other directions and not listening, which isn't good, but everyone has those moments. I work Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so every time a Friday hits, I get so excited, because that just means the weekend's coming, and I just have time to recuperate and calm down after work. And the more I talk to people, the more excited they are about Fridays too, so.